I'm fortunate that I got to play like a pretty high level of hockey where I went through some ups, some downs, and along the way throughout that journey, I learned really valuable lessons that I really want to share with you guys so you guys don't make the same mistakes that I did, so you guys can have a great hockey career. 5 major life lessons that I've learned through hockey. What's going on, guys? This is Brandon from Advancement Hockey Advising here, and today we'll be talking about the 5 biggest lessons that I've learned from hockey. So my personal opinion here is that sports are incredibly important for people. Not only do they help you improve your physical health, your mental health, they're so good on that aspect. You really learn so many things through sports that really help you with life later on. I know I've learned so much. People I know that play the game, they say they've learned so much from the game. Not only hockey, but sports in general, they really help you learn some valuable life lessons. And for me, I'm fortunate that I got to play like a pretty high level of hockey where I went through some ups, some downs, and along the way throughout that journey, I learned really valuable lessons that I really want to share with you guys so you guys don't make the same mistakes that I did, so you guys can have a great hockey career. So that's the whole point of this video here, is for me to share my life lessons, the biggest one that I've learned, so you guys can use that and become the best hockey players and people that you can be. Now, before I share my 5 life lessons here, what would an AHA video be without me asking you guys to absolutely destroy that like button and to consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell if you're new here. All right, without further ado, we're gonna dive into the 5 big life lessons right now. All right, so number 1, probably the most important here, is to never become complacent. You always want to grow, not only because if you become complacent, other people will outcompete you, but number 2, when you become complacent, life seems bland and gray. It seems like you're not improving, nothing's going, really moving forward in your life, and progress is a really big key to happiness and fulfillment. For multiple reasons, not becoming complacent is super important. And I have a really cool story to tell you guys about this. My first year of junior hockey, I played in North Bay. I was pegged as one of the top guys going there. So I was D back then. Now I'm forward, but back then I was a defenseman. I remember, going there, pegged as one of the top guys. I had a ton of confidence. I was playing really well. I went to camp, crushed it. At the beginning of the season, I played quite well too. And then, after 10 games, I was like, you know what? I got this. Hockey's pretty easy. I could see myself, the college commitment, potentially going pro one day. I had it all laid out and it seemed really easy, right? So I stopped, doing that extra rep in practice, didn't compete that much, stopped going to the gym, eating the wrong things, and just doing not the little things, right? Nothing too crazy. I was still showing up and doing pretty well, but not going crazy. And after a while, they traded, they got a couple more guys, and all of a sudden, because I wasn't doing the little things, other people were starting to outcompete me, and these guys that they traded in were simply better than me. And because of that, I went from being one of the top defensemen on the team to one of the guys pushed more towards the bottom, and eventually I got released from the team. And that was a very tough pill to swallow. It took me a couple months to kind of get over it because it was really difficult and it was a tough year. But that being said, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything because it taught me that becoming complacent is the enemy and you can never do that. And from then on, never in my life did I become complacent again. I always was the most competitive person on the ice. I'd always try to be anyways. And I'd always, bring my best and look for ways to improve, because if you become complacent, not only will you get your spot taken out, but life just isn't as good. So number 1 point here, do not become complacent. Trust me on this one, guys. Number 2 on this list is to seek discomfort and embrace adversity. And it's somewhat related to not being complacent, but it's a little bit different. And you'll see all these points are probably somewhat related, but they're all a bit different in their own way, and which is why I'm highlighting them. So what do I mean by seek discomfort? Do something that's uncomfortable almost every day, right? If not every day. You want to seek that discomfort because that's how you grow and become a better person. And from there, once you do this and you seek this discomfort and adversity, when adverse things that you can't control in life hit you, you're more equipped to be able to handle them, and they don't seem as big of a deal as if you don't continuously train yourself to seek that discomfort. And then when that life events hit, if you don't do that, then you're weaker, and then when it hits, it absolutely destroys you. So if you continuously seek out pain, discomfort, things that aren't fun, continuously fail and all this stuff, you become stronger and better. So when that uncontrollable life event happens, say you get cut, scratched, whatever, you're able to better handle it. What are some day-to-day things that you can do? Go hard on your workouts, okay? Show up to your workouts when you don't feel like it. At practice, show up with intensity even when you don't feel like it. Sometimes, we all love hockey, but sometimes it gets repetitive and sometimes it can be difficult. So you always got to show up, embrace that discomfort. Things that I do too, I take cold showers. They're not fun, but man, do they wake you up. They're not fun in the moment, but you feel great after. It's not only good for your, physical health, but it's more for the mentality that I do it, okay? So things like this, it makes you a more resilient person, and it just makes you stronger overall, and that's what's gonna help you succeed in life. Seek discomfort, embrace adversity. You'll thank me later if you do it. All right, so life lesson number 3 here is to see the silver lining. And again, related to embracing adversity. But what do I mean by seeing silver linings is more of a specific technique. I don't want to confuse this with positive thinking. I think toxic positivity is a thing, and we don't want to be doing that, okay? It's too much of an extreme. Seeing the silver linings in things is accepting the difficulty that comes your way. So accepting and embracing the adversity. But that being said, you're finding the good that comes out of it. You're finding, you know, the positive, the thing that can serve you that comes out of this adversity. For example, let's say you get cut from your AAA team. It's not fun, it stings, it sucks to get cut. I've been through it so many times and it's a terrible process. But that being said, there's 2 options that you can have here. You can either, one, play the victim card and say, oh my God, like this is terrible, you know, it's their fault, blah, 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 not take any ownership and be a victim, and then show up to your team and just kind of whine about it and all that, and you know, push your teammates away, and then next year you show up, you're not any better and you get cut again. You can either play that card and say, I'm always a victim. That doesn't serve anyone, doesn't serve you, doesn't serve your teammates, doesn't serve anyone, right? Trust me when I say this, do not play that card. Second thing you can do is to say, hey, listen, this is tough, I'm gonna get through it, and I'm gonna find a way that I'll make it happen, that when I show up next year, I'm gonna be a much better player and give the coach no choice but to take me. So that means that you go for your AA team or another maybe AAA team or a prep team, whatever. You go there, you do everything you can to become a better player, to be the best player on that team, to dominate, continue improving. So next year you show up with the same intensity and you're just that much better. And by doing this, you just see the difference in mindset here. You saw the adversity. Instead of playing the victim card, you're like, you know what? I got cut from this team. It's tough, but the silver lining is that it helped me, one, deal with getting cut, but also it helped me find a way to become better, to dominate at this level, so I can find a way to come to this team next year and be better and make the team, you know? So it's just seeing those silver linings in everything and every hard situation. It really helps you get to the next level and better able to handle hard moments in the future. So this skill is extremely important, and I urge you guys to really practice it. It really changed my life once I started doing it. Number 4 is the importance of leadership. Everybody talks about this. Everybody talks about how important leadership is in sports, and hockey specifically, and in life as well. Leadership's super important, but I feel like a lot of people don't have a clear definition as to what leadership is, and a lot of people don't really know how to talk about or teach leadership. So I'm going to give you guys my definition here. So my definition of leadership here is the ability to influence others in a way that best serves the team and the mission. The mission could be anything. Could be winning a national championship, could be being the best team of all time. Anything that you can do to influence others to all go in the same direction to benefit the team, that is leadership. So you're probably asking yourself, how do I go about that? How do I lead? How do I become that leader on the team that really influences others to, you know, have a successful team, right? How do you go about that? There's 2 main things. One is leading by example. Again, it ties to the other points, but doing all the right things day in, day out. People will follow your lead if you lead by example. And secondly is showing that you're a communicator, being a good communicator that cares about others. That's an aspect that not everybody has, especially the guys that lead by example that are more quiet. Often they're not the best communicators to show that they care, but if you have these 2 factors here, this really makes you a powerful leader. If you can lead by example and be a communicator that brings people up, that shows that they care, that is an amazing leader, and it's really going to serve you well, not only in hockey, but in life as well. And last but not least, number 5 here is to enjoy the moment. Hockey is a beautiful game. You get moments that you never get back with hockey. It's really important to enjoy the moment, because that's honestly the point of life. It's an adventure, and you want to enjoy every single moment that you can, and hockey truly is special. I remember the days, you know, doing court after practice. That was amazing. Going out with the guys after a big win, you know, all the little things in hockey. Really take the time to really enjoy those. It really does go by quick, and trust me when I tell you, I know I'm sounding like an old guy telling you guys to do this, but honestly, it really is a beautiful game, and enjoy every single part of it because it passes by quick, guys, okay? So that's the last point I want to say, is just enjoy every moment of hockey because it is a beautiful game. All right, so let's just do a quick recap of the 5 major life lessons that I've learned through hockey. So number 1, never become complacent. Number 2, embrace adversity and seek discomfort. Number 3, see the silver linings in things. Number 4, leadership is incredibly important. And number 5, enjoy the moment. All right, guys, that is it for the video. Hopefully you got some value out of this, and hopefully you can take one of these life lessons and apply it to your hockey game and to your life altogether. If you did enjoy this video, and if you haven't already, I urge you to absolutely destroy that like button. It really goes a long way for the YouTube algorithm and for other people to see these life life lessons here. So please take a second to hit that like button. Also too, if you're new here and if you like this type of content, consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss another video moving forward. Also too, if you had any questions, anything you want to talk to us about whatsoever, feel free to drop a comment down below or send us an email at info@ahadvising.com and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. All right guys, that's it for the video. Hopefully you got some valuable life lessons out of this. We'll catch you on the next one.